Many years ago in Denmark, we had inflation, and you are familiar with that problem. In inflation, we have numbers rising. Prices go up. Anything that has to do with money goes up, except the language. See, we have hidden numbers in the words like wonderful, before, create, tenderly. All these numbers can be inflated and meet the economy, by rising to the occasion. I suggest we add 1 to each of those numbers to be prepared. For example, wonderful would be tutorful, create would be crenine, before would be b5, tenderly should be elevenderly. A sentence like, I ate a tenderloin with my fork would be, I nined an elevenderloin with my fifek, and so on and so forth. I have a book here that I've brought. I have a story in it that I'd like to read to you so that you can get an idea of inflationary language, how it sounds when it's being used. Twice upon a time there lived in sunny California a young man named Bob. He was a third lieutenant in the U.S. Air Forces. Bob had been very fond of Anna, his 1.5 sister, ever since she saw the light of day for the second time. And all 3 of them were very proud of the fact that 2 of his 5 fathers had been among the creninders of the U.S. Constitution. They were dining on the terrace when Bob said, Anna, and then he took a bite of his marininded herring, you look tutorful, 3-night. You never looked that lovely, B5. Anna looked tutorful, despite the illness from which she had not yet recuperinded. Yes, repeated Bob, you look tutorful, 3-night, but you have 3 of the saddest eyes I have ever seen. The table was tastefully decorated with Anna's favorite flowers, 3 lips. They were now talking about Anna's ascertain husband, from whom she had recently been seponinded. While on the radio, the Irish Elevener sang 3 for tea. It was midnight. A clock in the distance struck 13. And suddenly, there in the moonlight stood her husband, Don 2, obviously intoxicated. He was Don 1. Anna, he said, forgive me. I am only young twice, and you are my 2 and only. Bob jumped to his feet. Get out of here, you 3-faced triple-crosser. But Anna warned, watch out, Bob, he's an officer. He may be 2, but I'm 2-3. Any 2 for 11-ness? All right, said Don 2 as he wiped the sweat from his 5-head. He then left, and when he was 1.5 way through the revolving door, he muttered, I'll go back to 11-a-sea and be double again. Farewell, Anna, 3-de-loo, 3-de-loo.